What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to more Dead by Daylight, and welcome to the first ever developer update of 2022 of the new year. There's a lot of stuff going on when it comes to this update, a lot of changes, a lot of updates, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first developer update of the new year. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back. Hopefully your New Year's resolution was to read more, because here comes part 2 of this developer update. In case you missed it, you can catch up here for part 1. So I will go ahead and leave the link to this down in the description below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. And now, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. And first thing up right here is going to be the Leatherface mask. Before we dive into fun stuff, we want to address a serious topic. For those who may not know, the cannibal can unlock the faces of the 4 original survivors by sacrificing them 25 times. Members of the community have shared their experiences with people targeting and harassing them while using some of these masks. These reports were disheartening to hear, and we absolutely condemn this behavior. We are not comfortable having these masks in the game when they are used to as a tool to spread hate. To that end, we will be removing the cannibal's unlockable faces in this upcoming mid-chapter. So you can no longer unlock these the faces of the 4 survivors, guys, after the mid-chapter. You're no longer going to be able to get them. And anyone who's ever played the cannibal by the release of the mid-chapter update will be awarded 6,000 shards to compensate for their removal. We will not tolerate hateful activity and will continue to take every step necessary to protect the community. So no more masks when it comes to Leatherface. No more masks. And the second thing they did want to talk about here is grade rewards. They're going back. They're revisiting the grade rewards. So they had this to say. A few months back, ranks became grades, and we introduced rewards based on how far you manage to climb each month. Currently, the rewards range up to 250,000 blood points. Honestly, I was just happy we're getting anything for ranking up at all every single season. So whenever they came out for these rewards, whenever they first announced it, I was happy with it. You know, I was like, you know, blood points, I'll take it. You know, it just helps. It helps when it comes to the grind and leveling up and prestiging and all that stuff. So I was pretty happy with it. But now it looks like they are going to be changing a couple more things on it. They have this to say: we've been tracking grades resets for the months, in the months since, to see not only how far everyone manages to get in a month, but also how many matches it took to get there. The current rewards for the efforts doesn't seem very fitting, so we'll be increasing the grade rewards starting with the January 13th season, with the new rewards first going out on February 13th. We're in the process of finalizing the exact rewards, but we'll keep you posted once they are decided. Rest assured, they will indeed be higher than before. So they didn't really specify what we're going to be getting when it comes to rewards for hitting a top rank, when it comes to hitting higher ranks. Maybe it's just more blood points, or maybe they're going to add something onto that. Maybe it's going to be like a cosmetic or something, or a charm, or I don't know, something nice. But even if it's more blood points, it's, you know, it's nice, you know, actually being rewarded for all the time you put in the game. So let's go ahead and move on. Next up is add-on updates. They had this to say: in our last mid-chapter patch, we made some tweaks to a bunch of different add-ons. We were thrilled to see such a positive reaction, so we've decided to make it a tradition. We hope to make add-on tweaks like these a more regular part of our update in the future. Please keep in mind that just because you don't see a particular add-on on the list below doesn't mean it's not on our radar. We'll rapid fire through the add-ons. We'll be adjusting this time. So first up is the Blight Adrenaline Vial. Reduce the rush turn rate penalty to 55%. So that is a nerf right there when it comes to the add-on. Cannibal. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. I never get it right. But Turning Guide. Reduce movement speed penalty to 2%. Was 4%. Okay. Depth Gauge. Rake. Reduced movement speed penalty to 2%. Was 4%. And Iridescent Flesh. Lower the maximum tantrum duration to 5 seconds. Was 8 seconds. Okay, a lot of things going on when it comes to Cannibal. Long guide bar, increase time before tantrum by 2 seconds, and it was 1 second. So a lot of changes when it comes to the add-ons. And next up we have the Clown. The Jug increased duration of invigoration by 2 seconds. It was just 1 second before. Robin Feather decreases cooldown by 40%. It was 30%. Flask of Bleach increases hindrance effects by 4%. It was 5%. Redhead's Pinky Finger reduces the bottle count by 2. So a lot of things going on with the clown as well. Piggy looks like there's only going to be 2 changes. Amanda's Letter reduces available RBTs by 2. It was 3. Last Will increases time to charge ambush attacks by 33%. It was 66%. So that is kind of a big difference right there. And the Twins, Iridescent Pendant increased exposed duration to 45 seconds, was 30. So that's a nice little 15-second buff right there. Baby Teeth increased blindness duration to 30 seconds. It was 15. Okay. And Madeline's Scarf increases Victor's movement speed by 0.3. It was 0.4. Okay. Toy Sword decreases Pound's charge time by 0.2. Was 0.25. And last but not least for the Twins, it is Stale Biscuit. Decreases Pound's cooldown by 0.4 seconds, and it was 0.5. And it looks like there are some changes to Nemesis. Iridescent Umbrella Badge increased duration of exposed effect to 60 seconds. It was 30 seconds. That's a nice 30-second buff right there when it comes to this add-on. Shattered Stars Badge increases zombie movement speed by 150% for 60 seconds. It was 100% for 60 seconds. Oh my god, that is a 50% buff right there. Oh my goodness, I'm definitely gonna be messing around with that. The zombie movement is something I really enjoy messing around with when it comes to Nemesis. It's just so much fun. And the third add-on that they did mess with is Marvin's Blood. Increases mutation rate by 25%. It was 33. And I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. The Eye add-on increases zombies movement by 35%. It was 50%. Okay, interesting. And oh, I was gonna say last but not least, but I did see another one. Huntress Wooden Fox increased undetectable duration to 30 seconds. It was 15. And last but not least, when it comes to the add-on changes, it is the Oni. Iridescent Family Crest increased range to 24 meters. It was 12 meters. Okay, so that's a double the range. Pretty interesting. And finally, we're gonna get to the last part of these the dev update. It's all gonna be about perk updates. Perk updates, perk updates, perk updates. A lot of this is basically the main thing that a lot of people focus on when it comes to these dev updates. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I had to say was this: it wouldn't be a dev update without a list of perks being changed, of course. Here's what's in store for the mid chapter. Boil Over, the effects of wiggling have been increased to 50, 75, 100% for the aura blocking range for nearby hooks has been increased to a nice round 16 meters. Additionally, Boil Over now has a new effect. If the killer drops from a height while carrying you, you'll instantly get a 25% wiggle progress bonus. Now I will say this, I don't know if this is gonna be huge, if this is a huge thing to where this is gonna be meta, but it's definitely gonna make people want to try the perk out more, maybe experiment with other perks and see how well it actually does in game and in high ranks. Especially me, I'm definitely gonna be trying this out and trying it out with different kinds of builds. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to try to kind of experiment. So next up is gonna be Distortion. With all the things you can read, with all the things that you can read your auras these days, those tokens can disappear sooner than you'd like. So we're upping the number of tokens that you start with to 4. Okay, nice, a little distortion buff there. And Remember Me. Remember Me can have a lot of potential, but the basic attack condition could make it an unpopular choice on some killers. So it's gone, okay? Remember Me will now get a token whenever the obsession loses a health state. Okay. Okay, alright. They changed the condition. That's pretty interesting. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be like... Honestly, I really don't know how to feel with this perk. It's just one of those perks where you're gonna have to go in a game and try it out for yourself, because this is you know, just to experience the full potential of this perk of the new Remember Me. So I'm really not gonna say anything just yet. I might make a video later on around the perk, but we'll see. And next up, Wake Up. All right, good old Quentin perk. Give me Wake Up. Come on, give me a good buff. On that note, it seems only fitting to revisit Wake Up. We've increased the gate opening speeds to 15, 20, and 25. Nice little buff right there. This should make the perk more impactful when it comes into play and offer some counterplay in the event that Remember Me catches on. So if Remember Me becomes meta, guess what? Now you have something to counter that with Wake Up. I like this. I like this a lot. And moving on to Gearhead, a perk that literally no one uses, not even me. And I like experimenting with a lot of perks, but this one just ain't it. So simply put, the conditions for Gearhead are too strict for the payoff. True. So we're giving it a small rework. Anytime a survivor loses a health state, Gearhead activates. The next time a survivor hits a great skill check while repairing, their aura will be revealed for 6, 8, 10 seconds. Okay. Gearhead then deactivates. These changes will make the perk more appealing on killers that rely more heavily on special attacks, and make it activate far more often while also providing more detailed information. So they're definitely, I mean, they changed the way it really works, and they kind of want to make it like a little buff right here, but I still don't think anyone's going to use this. I'll be honest with you. There's so many other perks that you can definitely try out that are way better to give you better results than Gearhead, but yeah, I really don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Power Struggle. This one released pretty safe values, so it wouldn't get out of hand. So we're now comfortable with reducing the activation conditions. Okay. Power Struggle will now activate once 25, 20, 15% wiggle progress has been reached. Okay. This should make it a little easier to pull off with some planning. I see. Okay. All right. Nice little change right there when it comes to Power Struggle. And Buckle Up is going to be next. Another small tweak. The aura reading duration has been increased to 6, 8, and 10 seconds. So it is a buff, but I still don't think no one's going to be using this perk. Let's be honest. No one uses Buckle Up. And in these days, and especially in 2022, no one's going to be using Buckle Up. And next up is a twin perk, right? Coupe De Grace. This one's a bit of a roller coaster. It was originally toned down because it was too strong, but then made it a little too weak. We're bumping the lunge increase to 70, 75, 80%. Also shortening the gap between different tiers of the perk. What did I just read? What did I just read? Okay, you know what? This is just another one of those perks where we have to go in game and see for ourselves. So, mid-chapter patch, not too far off. I'm excited. But now, Furtive Chase. Furtive Chase has found its way into some niche builds and can be a lot of fun to experiment with. However, losing all your tokens when the obsession is killed leaves you without a perk for the rest of the match. True. So we're getting rid of the restriction. You'll no longer lose your tokens if the obsession dies. Wow, now that's a change. That is a change. That's something I want to mess around with for sure. Furtive Chase. Okay, you gotta remember that. And last but not least, the final perk on the dev update is going to be none other than a perk that no one uses once again. Deadman Switch. Alright, let's end on a good note. Give me a good perk change or update. The obsession condition of this perk makes it very inconsistent to use. True. And also severely limits the number of times it can activate in a match. So it's gone. Deadman Switch will activate whenever a survivor is hooked. Holy shit. Okay, alright. I guess I'll use it. I guess I'll mess around with it. You know? Alright, devs, you've convinced me. Alright, I'm gonna be experimenting with almost every single perk you have on here. You convinced me. Anyway, last but not least, they have this to add right here. And on that note, you're all geared up for tomorrow's PTB. Tomorrow already. And subsequent mid-chapter. Be sure to let us know how we did. We'll be keeping an eye out for your thoughts, the Dead by Daylight team. So guys, a lot of changes, perk updates, add-on updates, grade rewards, rank rewards updates, and Leatherface mask leaving the game. A lot of stuff to go over with. A lot of stuff to go over. Let me know what you guys think. It can really be overwhelming, but let me know what you guys think. When it comes to the perk updates, I'm actually pretty happy with. When it comes to the add-on updates, changes, I don't play twins that much. I'll be honest. I don't play. Actually, that's it. I think twins is the only one I really don't play around. But add-on updates seem great. Perk updates seem great. And the grade rewards, we're just gonna have to wait and see what they come up with. But let me know what you guys think of all this down in the comments. But that's gonna do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely does help a lot. Follow me on Twitch if you want to see any DBD action live. I usually stream Dead by Daylight every single night. So come out, we'll have some fun, and I'll see y'all next video I make, alright? Later.